this session on House Bill 1279. Prior to calling Representative Roy to the hearings, I'd like to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Representative Belanger, would you begin? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. With that, I will open the hearing, 1279. Representative Roy, you're welcome to begin your testimony.
Thank you. Good morning, Madam Chairman, Chairwoman, and committee members. This is going to be real short. This bill is attached intrinsically to the bill I spoke to you about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago regarding the alimony and the status of the parties afterwards. I am still, unfortunately, for the last week, I was a little under the weather, so I wasn't able to get, the bill finished, amendment finished I wanted to. I'm going to continue working with the judicial representative to see if we can get something that's acceptable to the judicial branch and get it back to you before you need to have it for exec. Again, all this does is strike out the portion that says that alimony will terminate upon a certain thing happening. That is only necessary if the previous bill passes. And I'll take any questions.
Thank you, Representative. Any questions? Representative Ukella.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the question. Is there some reason why this bill could not just be an amendment to the other bill?
You'd have to ask OLS. I asked them, and they said this is how it had to be. So,
Okay, thank you.
if it could be, it'd be awesome. But that's how they gave it back to me.
Thank you, Representative Belanger.
Thank you. And my first part of the question is to you, Madam Chair. The previous bill that he was referring to, was this heard last week, or the week that I was not here?
It was House Bill 1278. I'm not sure if you were here or not.
I don't recall seeing him there.
Okay. Thank you, Representative Roy. May I follow up, please?
I think that was the day that you came in a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I-
So, yes, follow.
Thank you. I'm just trying to piece this together. So, unfortunately, I wasn't here to hear the bill, but I'll go back and watch that. But basically, and I know you said you're working on the amendment, but where I'm getting my brain wrapped around this, is this essentially saying that upon remarriage, that the previously paying party who was paying alimony is no longer required to pay alimony?
Yeah, you're going to make me explain the whole last bill, so I'll go ahead and do it real quick.
Thank you.
The 1278, what it does is says this: if one party we'll make it a female today. There was a man last time, so I want to be fair. A female making a lot of money, a stay-at-home dad. He's got a disability. They're in their 50s. She meets somebody else, says, you know what, I've had enough. I want a divorce. She has no means of income other than the alimony that's awarded to her by the court. He remarries, has a new family. Oh, she remarries. Remember, I switched him now. And has a new family. Well, the other party can't remarry because if they do, they lose their alimony. So if they meet someone who alimony, it's predicated upon the idea that someone being remarried automatically would make them unqualified for alimony because their standard of living automatically changes by mere fact that they remarried. So what I'm trying to do with the bill, and this is what came to me from a constituent, so it's a real world thing, is that if someone remarries, the court has to at least look into the fact that whether or not that new marriage elevates the standard of living that was contemplated by the court in the order for alimony. So the court says, okay, you guys get divorced, you get this much alimony, that should give you both enough to live and maintain as close to a standard of living as you had when you were married. the other party remarries and or he remarries somebody who doesn't have any more money than he does, that doesn't necessarily elevate that so that the alimony should go away. So all it does is, all I'm trying to do is make that automatic thing that if you remarry, you lose your alimony, or if you cohabitate, you lose your alimony. I want the court to have to dig a little deeper to make sure that it actually affects the standard of living before it's an automatic cutoff, so that one person isn't trapped being, for lack of a better term, lonely the rest of their life, while the other person is free to move on and have family and children, and the other person can't because they would be financially destitute. Did I recap that the way I did last time? I think. Okay, you're welcome.
Any further questions? Representative Long.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Representative. You mentioned earlier you're going to speak to the judicial.
Yeah, I'm working. I haven't started yet, but we've spoken. I'm going to draft an amendment, and I'm going to socialize it with Richard Ed from the judicial branch and get his opinion on it to make sure it's not going to cause any trouble with the judicial system, to make sure minimal impact. I don't want to clog the courts. I don't want to reopen everybody's cases. So I'm gonna work on it to make sure it's the least impact as possible on the court system.
Okay. And when you speak with them, if you could bring up the romantic relationship,
Yeah,
that get a definition.
yeah,
define
definitely.
that.
I'm gonna streamline it to make sure. What I want to do is look at the existing statute. What would cause someone to lose their alimony, and address it in the new statute in such a way that it doesn't really change it. It just requires a deeper dive into
Right.
what that means
Okay.
for the person's financial situation.
Very good. Thank you.
Any further questions? Seeing none, thank you, Representative.
I appreciate the committee's time. Thank you.
Can you fill out a pink card, please? Thank you. I don't seem to have any further pink cards. Is there anyone else who wants to testify on this bill? I guess not. With that, we will close the hearing on House Bill 1279. We're not execing anything today. Nope. And there was nothing listed in the calendar stating that we would exec either. So, as you can tell, Representative Rice was not able to be here today. So I will confer with her, and there will be something, some communication to let you know when we'll meet again. Representative Yokella, I see a question on your face.
Yes. I was wondering if we have a list of the bills that need to be exec'd still out of this committee, so that during this time we could work on amendments and stuff like that that would, in between now and the next meeting, preparation for that.
Sure, you can stop by and see Karen and ask her if there's a list of bills that have not been exec'd and what they are, and she'd, I'm sure, be able to provide you with that.
I was just looking at the list, so I know there's 14 bills are listed as being in committee, though I don't know which may have been exec and just not reported to the clerk, those.
Thank you. Okay,
Beautiful, thank you.
Assuming it's accurate, but I believe I see that.
there you go, question answered. That's good. Any further discussion? In that case, have a wonderful week, everyone. Drive safe, stay safe. And for the Republicans on the committee, we will caucus prior to, so you will be notified of your caucus. I will not specify when. I will have a discussion with Representative Rice and let you know.